Alright, so I'm going to quickly just document my progress with Memory Zone 2 skip. Just in case anybody else wants to try and work and solve the final piece, which I'll get to
Stanley, I'm sorry,
at the end of this
but I
sequence.
have to put a pause on things. It's just those figurines.
But also just so I don't forget what I've done.
Since you nabbed every last one,
So
wasn't
it's
it
been a few fun hours trying to figure out Memory Zone 2.
of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the
We hit one last brick wall, which is unfortunately the last thing
please in
and possibly the hardest thing we have to overcome
every zone? Nothing more than
to make the skip a reality, and I'm not sure we can,
more time.
unfortunately, with how this works. Unless anybody has any more ideas, possibly ways to skip to other sections of the map, I don't think it's happening.
The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
Can you just speed up mod here to show off?
And here was the second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around by the red and blue doors. You did that, Stanley.
Alright, so if you're not well versed in speedrun community for this game, you can see where the narration box should be. I've got a trainer made by Zach, which shows me position and angles and stuff,
Okay, let's do a little
which I've been using to test, and it's going to be very vital to some parts here.
third mini stand.
So here we're going to go to, you'll see on the Z coordinate, which is going up and down now. It's about 50. You want to go below 53, about 52.9 or something. And then usually you mash pause to store this portal, and you know, go like this. But that's inconsistent. So I'm just going to use the teleport forward to the trainer to store portal. And by store the portal, I mean I've exited the portal, but the game hasn't had time to register the fact that I've left the portal, which should load the next part of the map. And then if I cross that portal again on the same axis, so this one's Z axis, then as soon as I cross the axis in the right spot, I see I get teleported somewhere else. And then by kind of moving so that the Z axis hits 52 again, that black void, you can fall through the map. And then you're aiming to land here at the boss's office, which I have set up as the
And then stand
sixth figly,
collectible
or the last figly room.
right here behind the boss's office.
Then this is really precise. I'm going to line up
my mind. Perhaps
my x-axis position to be minus 72.2, and my middle angle is exactly 180.
works. All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was
So the issue we had here
except for the
is there are two world portals spawned in for some reason here, and when you'd walk into this room, you'd hit both at the same time and get teleported just the middle of fucking nowhere. By walking at this specific angle, we walk in such a way where we alternate going through portals, which would usually end up with you being soft locked by the time you get to the last one. But if you walk through them, I must jump a little early. If you walk through, when you start, see, it's swap back and forth, or the screen goes to black and then not black. I'm gonna start mashing to jump. And you should. It says, well, it's not trying to be, well, that's not enough to get it. Come on. Oh. No, that's not good. Yeah, okay, see, that usually what happens. But you have to take my word that if you mash pause enough, you'll get through it. I'll try and get back there. So as soon as you start messing with world portals, I see I just got world portals, move somewhere. You start messing with world portals, things start to get pretty messy. Trying to back and showcase it, but it might just break again. Just the nature of these portals. When I say world portal, by the way, I'm referring to. Oh, ooh, that's new.
I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just those figures.
When I refer to it as world portal, I mean
Since you now the very last one,
an invisible trigger that loads the next part of the level or deloads the last part.
to the brim with inner richness.
So it's like a seamless transition, so it can move you like miles across the map
Back to the memory zone. I would love nothing
in an instant.
revisit the
So, for example, if you look at my position here, as I head down these stairs, actually, I don't think it's in this one. No, this one.
Here's where it all began. The first
Yeah, so if you watch my position when I go from this area down to the stairs for the red-blue door, you'll see my position wildly changes.
will never be like that again, Stanley.
Yeah, there. So here is where the world portal is. So when I cross this line, I get teleported to another part of the map where this is.
The second Stanley. You
And
found
it's just a way to have to save on resources and have things at different places.
you did that, Stanley. I'll be honest.
Also, in this section,
You to find
where
six.
the figure order will be different for everybody, depending on what order you get them in the office, it's a way for them to load different parts in. See, there's another one right there,
Let's do a little quiz. Which of
and there's another one that goes from here into the bathroom, which is about here.
you remember?
Yeah, so we can store that, and then by walking across the same axis again, yeah, it activates it because things were stood in it. Which actually, so you can see what happens is we get teleported to the bathroom, but because we weren't at the exact point the game expected us to be, it puts us to the right of the bathroom, at the same distance from
Behind the bottom.
the wall portal.
His memory is the most distinct and clear in my
And the way it actually works is, instead of moving you to a position, it will move you the distance to the position. To say the position you need to go is 100 and 100 away, 100, 100, 100 on each of the axes, it will just move you 100, 100, 100, rather than moving you to like 180 or whatever it is. So by activating the storage, so activating the portal outside of its confinement, we get moved that 100, 100, 100, but at a different starting position. It essentially puts you out of bounds. Let me try this again. Oh, that was a rare instant break. Right. Well, being finicky, but you just jump that. You get to come in here, which is of course the end.
There was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
So initially we had one problem we've since solved.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite.
So the first issue we had is the 5th Figley room. The exit never loads. So on all of the other ones, the black void doesn't go away. And on the stairs, the door never opens. So you can never leave this. So I'll show you.
I love that video.
Yeah, so this never opens. So the only way to fix this is by having exactly stairs as your 5th Figley. You can use jump storage to go up stairs. And luckily this door at the top is open and you can just jump around and into the bit. That saves that bit. But then we have the brick wall to deal with.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here.
Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. Yeah, you didn't break.
These really were a treat to hunt
Okay,
down.
so the big issue we get is
Any kind of reward.
the game still thinks that we're stood inside of the portal that's over there,
I'm
to the
very
bathroom.
glad we resisted the temptation.
So when we try and walk across this line in here, it will put us out of bounds again. Because it's still trying to store that portal. So we can't cross this. This is the last hurdle to making this skip viable. And we currently have no ideas to try and fix this. We've got nothing. I'll show you. So as soon as I cross... Well, I'm doing it out of bounds. If we get out of bounds as I go around, that would work. And we'll be able to go up here. As soon as you cross the walled port here, bring you back into here, it'll break. We currently don't have any theories to fix this. See, look, if I go into it, it'll just warp me. It doesn't even warp me to the bathroom, it just puts me somewhere random. Yeah, so that's currently the last hurdle to making this skip possible.